The prelude just sort of like hits you over the head. You know, it's just, there's no subtlety to it at all. It's just like you just hammer the instrument for about a minute and a half. And then the rag, it just... just kind of starts like that. Abigail Walker is one of the most talented students we've had come through here, and she finished her undergrad degree, I believe, by the time she was 18.
Actually, Dr. Coleman had written me a piece when I was in high school, and I was like, you should get that out, we should play it something, and he's like, well, you want to play something on the Composerfest, and I didn't even really know that that had been going on, because it wasn't whenever I was here. And so I said, sure, and he handed me this piece, which was written by
Jerry Sieg at University of New Orleans, and so I gave it to her and asked her, would you be interested in playing this on the Composerfest, and she looked it over and said she would. So interesting that one of my former students is doing a piece by my former teacher, that he listened to her run through it, and that's one of the best things about this being like a collaborative situation, that the performers and composers get together, and the composer will actually get a chance to work with the performer, coach them on their work, you know, saying things they could do maybe a little bit differently, or give them a little bit better insight.
And me interpreting and giving place for somebody else's statement to the world, I think that's just a beautiful relationship that needs to be supported in any educational community, you know, especially at a college like this. So
you're out there trying to make a musical effect. You're not out there actually at a typewriter.
Musical phrases are like sentences, and so you have to think of them. You wouldn't just say, you know, good morning class, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, I hope we learned a lot today. You know, you wouldn't do that. You have to put yourself, I mean, anything we do, we're putting inflection into it.
I want to make a sound effect. Now, if you miss a couple of notes, okay, as long as the intent or the effect of what you're trying to get across, you know, that's the most important thing.
And so any kind of music is going to have sense of personality of the person who wrote it, because they're giving you the content. It's kind of like a poem, and then the person who's speaking it and what it means to them. So if I can find places like Composerfest, like things like this, where you're actually, you know, interacting with people, and actually, I mean, this is the greatest thing for me, because I get to play somebody else's music and communicate it to them, and communicate why it's valuable to me to other people, and that's really great for me. That's why I like teaching. And so.